Hey guys, I'm back with part 5 for this tutorial on how to build this large modern house. Here in this video, we will be finishing the build. All we have left to do are all of the interior furnishings. So, I'm going to be starting here in the kitchen, dining room, and living room area, this big open area here. And I have all of the blocks that we're going to be using in this entire area. And I'm not going to list them all off because there's a lot, but I'll scroll through so you can see exactly what I have here so you could gather up all of what you need. Oh yeah, I actually just remembered. So I'm scrolling through these all right now. There's one other thing that I need to grab real quick. All right, so you got it. Now, let me go ahead and put this up there, and we need to grab a campfire. That's going to be a little animation I'm going to have for where the stove is going to be. So, yeah, I'm going to start with the main blocks, which is going to be some quartz slabs, the quartz stairs, and some blocks of quartz. Let's start here in the kitchen. I have my full blocks of quartz, and we're going to have a refrigerator right here. So, let's place 3 blocks of quartz like that. Then 1 towards the bottom and 1 towards the top. We're going to grab our quartz stair and place it upside down right there. And then 2 quartz slabs on top of the fridge like that. Now, switch back to your quartz stairs. We're going to place 1 like that. And 1 right over here. Then we're going to curve them together. Then you could grab the smoker. Or you could have like a furnace or whichever thing you want. But I actually think the smoker looks the nicest. I think it looks pretty cool looking. So I'm going to use that. We're going to have it right there. That's going to be the stove. And we'll leave it like that. We'll add all the other little bits of decoration later. But what we could do real quick is grab the item frames. Going to have 1 here and 1 here. And then we're going to have a birch trap door. I normally like to flip it around like that. And I like to think of these as drawers. So that's like the handle, and then you pull it out. So now let's do the oven hood. It's going to be right above the smoker. And I have a full block of quartz. I'm going to place it right there. Then I'm going to place another one underneath that. So there's 2 in total. Then I'm going to have a quartz stair on each side of that second block. And one thing I do want to mention, normally I have a sea lantern here. So it shines a little bit of light down on the smoker. But in this case, since we have a glass window here, I'm not going to have the sea lantern because I thought it looked a little bit weird having a sea lantern there and you can see it from the outside. I think it just looks a little bit better just to have a full block of quartz. Then I have the quartz slabs, which are going to be in the corner like that. And then quartz slabs underneath like this. We're still going to leave a little bit of space in here. And I'm going to switch to an iron trap door. I'm going to place it there. So it still looks like there's something going on here. And let's see. Actually, what we could do is delete that block and then have the iron trap door like that. So it looks like there's actually, like it's further, it goes in further. So yeah, I'll go ahead and leave it like that. Okay. Now, what else could we do? We'll have a little counter area over here. So I'm going to have a quartz stair on each side. And then 1 in the middle, so it all curves together. And I'm going to have a drawer, similar to what we did here. So, the item frame. And then a birch trap door flipped around like that to look like a handle. Now, let's shape out where the kitchen island is going to be. So, I'm going to start with some full blocks of quartz. I'm going to be lined up with the drawer right here. I want to make sure there's 2 empty spaces remaining here. So, we're on the 3rd block and the 4th block. We're going to place 2 blocks of quartz like that. Remember, 2 spaces here. Switch to your quartz stairs. We're going to place 2 upside down to the left of those blocks. Then, we're going to shape out where the sink is going to be. So I'm going to have a quartz stair like that. Then like that. And then that. So it's not like a normal sink like how I would normally do with maybe like a hopper. It's actually just going to be some stairs. And we're going to put some water in there. I think it looks pretty cool. Then we're going to have 3 full blocks of quartz right there. And then let's have 2 more here. And then we are going to, here, let's place like a block like that. And then we're going to have 2 stairs there. And actually, let's have these as slabs. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. I like that. Okay. And I'm gonna grab a bucket of water and some decorations. So let's go over to this little counter area here. I'm just going to have an end rod and a gray concrete block like that, so it looks like a lamp. And then we'll have a wither skeleton skull there. Then we'll have a flower pot, and we'll grab a flower, maybe like the azure bluette. Okay, and let me grab that trapdoor again. Alright. And with these trapdoors, I'm going to place, let's see, we have 4. Yeah, we'll place 4 right here. So it looks like some extra storage, maybe like underneath the sink or something. So, or you could just have it like this so it's lined up at the sink. I guess that's fine. Yeah, we'll just have 3 here so it looks like it's actually underneath the sink. Then you could grab your bucket of water and fill in the space here where the stairs are. So now it looks like there's some water in the sink. What else do we got going on? All right, let's grab the spruce pressure plate and we'll place it right there. It looks like a cutting board. So I'll have a flower pot with a flower right there, a little extra decoration. And then we're gonna have a lever. So this looks like the faucet for the sink. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good. Oh yeah, before I forget, let's grab the campfire and I want it underneath is the smoker. So we'll cut down maybe like 2 holes like that, and then 2 holes or 2 spaces underneath, and we'll place a campfire. So there should be, well, actually first let's grab a powered rail. I'll just switch out the skeleton skull. Now I want this on top of the smoker like that, and I want it turned like that as well. And let's see if the smoke is going to pass through. I think it needs to be 1 block higher. Okay. Yeah, I believe so. So let's go ahead and bring that up. I'll just place a random block here. And then we'll have the campfire. There we go. And then we'll replace that. So just like a little bit of a cool effect coming from the smoker. So there we go. It looks like something's cooking. And then it looks like there's a vent here where the smoke is going up into. Okay, so this is what the kitchen area is looking like so far. I'll get a look here. I guess that's good. All right, before I forget, let's grab these oak leaves, and we're gonna do the similar thing that we did on the outside. I want a few little oak leaves on the inside of the house hanging off of these white concrete blocks. I thought it just added a nice feature to the inside of the house, add some greenery. So I'm just going to place a bunch of random bushes like this. We'll hang it down. You know what? That looks good. Now let's have another couple up there. And then this will hang down so it's like right above the fridge. And we'll have a couple more like that. I think, here, let me get that. There we go. I think that looks good. Actually, I think that's too much. How about there? That looks fine. Okay. And we are going to have a few over here. So let me go ahead and do it real quick. Just some random leaves. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. You don't have to do this if you don't want to as well. And I'll leave it like that for that area. So I want kind of just like a little bit of light above the island here. So I'm going to look at this corner block where the island is. I'm going to look straight up. I'm going to have 4 white stained glass panes going down from the ceiling. Let's go to the corner here. Look straight up and do the same thing. 4 as well. Now let's have an end rod underneath all of those. And then I want some iron trap doors. Are we able to just place it like, yep, there we go. So we're gonna have some iron trap doors, bring them along. I think that's just a cool little lighting feature we could have. This area over here. So we have the fridge, we have 2 spaces, and I wanna be on the 3rd block. We're gonna look at the floor, we're gonna cut out 3 like that. So we have 2 white concrete blocks here, and 2 right here. Let's go up another 3 layers. So it's 4 in total. I'm going to grab the quartz stairs and, oh, right here, the slabs. Okay? And we're going to have like a little shelving area here. So I want a quartz stair like that. then like that, and then a slab. Let's go up to this layer here. So a stair, like that, and then a slab. Alright, let's add some decorations. So we have a flower pot, and I'll grab a fern, maybe the blue orchid. We'll grab the wither skeleton. Oh, we don't want that. The wither skeleton skull. And I think that should be good. So I have a flower pot right there, and maybe right there. We'll have the fern, and then the blue orchid, and then the wither skeleton skull there. I think that looks good. I want some paintings over here because this looks a little bit empty. So I'll grab these, and let me grab maybe some white concrete real quick, just so we could make sure we're not gonna have a giant painting like that. I don't want that. So let's have maybe a block there. And should we make it even? Here, we'll have it there. So it's 3 spaces. We'll have, there we go. I don't like that. There we go. And there we go. That works. So just a little extra decoration over there so it's not so empty. All right. So another look at what we got so far. Now I'm going to add the dining room table and the chairs. We'll start with the court stairs. And we want to make sure the edge of the table lines up with that block and with that block. So it's overall like a little bit smaller than the island. It's like in 1 block on each side. And we want to leave 2 spaces in between the island and the start of the table. So I'm going to place a stair like that. Then 2 upside down. We'll go ahead and delete that one there. So the edge of the table is lined up with that block. Let's do it the same on this side. So now it's lined up with these blocks here. Then in the middle, we're going to have some quartz slabs. Switch back to your quartz stairs. 1 here, 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 and here. Now, we'll have iron doors behind those stairs. And for an armrest, we're going to have item frames on the side of the stairs. Alright, a couple little decorations we could add on the table are some weighted pressure plates to make it look like they're actual plates. And then some flower pots to make it look like there's some cups. And I think that is everything for that area, looking good. Alright, so now this is what we have so far. So this is something I just noticed. It's a very, very simple fix. If you don't want to worry about it, you don't have to. I'm going to go ahead and fix it because I want it to be exactly how the original build is. Somehow, this glass, like it was supposed to stop at this layer, but I accidentally brought it over 1 extra layer. No biggie, we could fix it really quick here in pretty much just a couple seconds. So I'm just going to delete this glass here. And then I want to grab the gray concrete and add an extra layer here. And I'm actually going to go outside before I fill that in. And then I'm going to pretty much delete this and this. And that is it. We'll replace this with white concrete. And now it's fixed. I don't know how that happened, but that's how it should be. Because I want to leave 1 empty space. Oh wait, let's delete this. There we go. I want to leave 1 empty space in between this gray concrete and the wall. I thought it just looked a little bit better. So there we go. I don't know how that happened. I guess I miscounted 1 extra block when I added that little design. But now it's all fixed and it looks good. We just about got this entire room done. We just have to add the living room area over here. So I want to add some lights on these gray concrete blocks here. Then we'll have a couch, a carpet, a little table. We're going to have a table over here and a table over here, and that is about it. Then this area is done. So let's grab an end rod and some iron trap doors. And we're going to go up here. We want to leave 2 spaces of gray concrete. Then we're going to have an end rod. And then 2 spaces here and then an end rod. And then we'll have iron trap doors underneath this, like that. We're going to do the same thing over here. So end rod there and an end rod there. And then the iron trap doors. Looking good. So now that's a little bit of extra light that we have up there. Now we're going to have a couch. a little table over there, and a table over there, and then we'll be done with this area. Okay, I gathered up a few little blocks real quick. So I have some quartz stairs, quartz slabs, white concrete, sea lanterns, cyan carpet, and the light gray carpet. We're going to start with the white concrete. I want to leave 3 spaces away from that glass wall there, and then 3 spaces away from that wall. So we're going to be right here. So we have 3 spaces here, and 3 spaces here. Now let's go to the left of that block. We're going to place an additional 4. And then we're going to place an additional 3 in that direction to make an L shape. Grab your quartz slabs. We'll place 2 here. Wrap it around like that. Then we'll place an additional, let's see, should we have it there or there? Let's see. You could either have it like this, or you could have it like that. It is up to you. I think what I'm going to do is have it like that. Okay, and this should be 2 spaces here. Looking good. We're gonna have 4 blocks of slabs like that, so that's a little table. Should we bring this over? How about we do that? Yeah, we'll bring it over like that. That looks good. Now, let's cut a square 1 block over, like 1 block around the edge of the entire couch area that we have here. Like that. Let's delete all these light gray concrete blocks here in the middle. Okay. And now we're going to fill all of this in with sea lanterns, and this is going to give the last bit of light that we want in the room that we got going on here. Alright. Now, you can have just a random design with the cyan carpet and light gray carpet, or whichever colors you actually want. It's up to you. So I'll have it, how about like that? And then the rest of it, I'll have light gray. Okay, I think that looks good. A little bit of color in here now. I'm gonna have a table over here, so I have a quartz stair. We'll have it like that. Then we'll have a slab. And then a stair like that. Okay, let's have a flower pot. I'll grab maybe the fern and a wither skeleton skull. It went up there again. We'll have a little decoration here, so flower pot, fern, and we'll have the skull in that direction. There we go. Okay. You could have a item frame and then a birch trap door. So it looks like a drawer, like we did everywhere else. That's up to you. I'm going to leave it as it is. Over here, I'm going to have a little bit of a bigger table. So I'll have a stair like that. 2 slabs, a stair, and then a slab. So we have 3 spaces on each side. That looks good. And on this, I think I had another lamp. So I have the end rod, a gray concrete block. We'll have it right here on the corner. And then maybe just a flower pot with, oh, the cornflower. We use that. So I have it right around here. Okay. And then I want a painting over here. And I think on the other wall, let me check. Not that one. Actually, I think just right here. So, let's go ahead and have it right here. That looks good. Whoops. And there we go. I'm going to leave it at that for this area. Took a lot longer than I thought it would. I'm not sure if we're going to have time to do the rest of the house in this video. I'll try my best. But yeah, we have this entire area all done. So now let's go ahead and do the hallway. There's not too much in here, just a carpet and a table. These are all of the blocks I'm going to be using. And then the skull up here. So, I'm going to start with the sea lanterns, and I'm going to start by cutting out a hole in the floor. We want 3 spaces from the glass, and then 3 spaces wide. And we'll bring it all the way to the front, leaving 3 spaces again. Okay, and then just a big rectangle here. Like that. Let's fill all of this in with sea lanterns, so this would be the light source for the hallway. Now I'm going to use the carpet. So I'll start with the light gray. We're just going to make a random design. Then I'll have maybe the cyan right here. And then the gray. Okay, I think that looks good. Now, I have my quartz stairs. And let's see, we'll have a stair like that. Then a slab, a stair like that. And then we're going to curve it. And then a slab. So that's a little table. We'll have a flower pot maybe right around here with the blue orchid. And then I'll place the paintings right here. So maybe that. Nope, don't want that. So that one's good. Now I want two small ones here. So that's good. And then we'll have that one. Let's grab the skull. We'll place it right there. Okay. So that looks good. Everything in here for the hallway is all done. That's all I'm going to have. Now let's do this hallway real quick. I'm going to have a smaller table in here and a smaller carpet as well. Let's go ahead and carve out a total of 6 blocks here. We'll replace it with some sea lanterns. And these are all the blocks that I went ahead and grabbed. Alright. And we'll just have a simple carpet here. That's good. Then right here, I want a small table. So 2 quartz stairs side by side. And then we'll have a lamp with like an end rod with a light gray concrete block to make a lamp. And a flower pot. And I'll use the cornflower. And I think that is everything I want to do here in the little hallway that we got going on. Now, let's head on into this bathroom. I went ahead and grabbed all the blocks we're going to be using here in the bathroom. So I'll just scroll through them all. So we'll start with the bathtub area first. So I have my quartz stairs. And I'm going to go to this left back corner. And I want to place 4 quartz stairs curving all together. So it forms a bathtub like that. Over here, we still have some empty space. So back here, I want a full block of quartz. And then an upside down quartz stair. Then, all of this white concrete is going to be replaced with some pillar quartz blocks. So it looks like tile. So I'm going to carve out all these blocks here, like that. Then we'll do this back wall. And that is good. And then we'll go over here and do this wall. Like that. Now I'm just going to place some pillar quartz blocks like that. Then we'll place them in the other direction so it looks like a crisscross pattern. One here, 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 and here. So there we go, just like a crisscross pattern. Now we don't want to place 2 side by side like that. As you can see, they're in the same direction. We want to make sure that one is in the opposite from that, then opposite from that, and then opposite from that. Like that. Now, let's go ahead and fill all these other ones in. And I think that all looks pretty good. Cool. Let's switch to the white stained glass panes. I'll go to the left side. We'll have 3 in height. And I guess we'll stop it like that. Let's fill in the bathtub with some water. Okay. What else could we do? Let's go ahead and have the toilet. I have a full block of quartz. We'll place it there. Then a slab. Upside down stair, weighted pressure plate, and a stone button. And there we go, we have the toilet. Let me grab a white banner. And I want that right there so it looks like a towel. And we could also have a flower pot with a flower right in front of that. I'll grab this one. Okay. And before I forget, let's have some flowers up here. So there's just a little bit of decoration on this little edge of these quartz, like this quartz that we have here. So I'll have that and that. And there we go, just a little extra decoration up there. Now, right here, we'll have a painting in the wall, why not? And I'll actually grab some sea lanterns so we have a little bit of extra light. And then let me grab the painting. Okay, so that's all good. Now over here, we're going to have the sink. So I have a quartz stair. And let's see, how should we do the counter? We'll have it like that. And then we'll have maybe the hopper there. And actually, no, let's have it like this. I will curve that one. That looks good. Okay, you got it. Let's grab the hopper and we'll place it right there. And then let's grab, whoops, wait, oh, right here. Some birch trap doors. And we'll place these in front of all these blocks. And then this one, like that. I guess it doesn't really matter how all these blocks are, these quartz blocks, because they're covered up anyway. Then right here, we'll fill that in with a bucket of water. And then here, above the sink, I'm going to have an item frame and a lever. And let's also grab the tripwire hook. I forgot to do that for the bathtub area. So let's see, we'll place the lever first, pointing down, and then an item frame like that behind it. And then over here, I want a tripwire hook and an item frame there, so that looks like the faucet for the bathtub. And we'll have a shower head over here, so that and that. Okay. Now, I think one last thing I want to do in here is going to be a shelf right above the sink. So let's grab some quartz slabs and quartz stairs. We'll have a stair like that, then 2 quartz slabs. Okay. On top of this, I had a lamp at the original build. And you know what? I'll go ahead and do it here as well because it does look like it needs a little bit extra light. Yeah. So I have a lamp. And then we'll grab a flower pot. And how about the lily of the valley? We'll have it right here. Okay, real quick, there's one more banner that I forgot to place in here. I want this here because I feel like it was a bit empty on this wall. I wanted a banner here. It looks like another towel. And that is it. Now this bathroom is done. I just think adding that final banner just tops off this bathroom. I think it's definitely one of my favorite bathrooms I've done. It's very, compact. It's very realistic. It's just like a standard, average bathroom. Got the bathtub at the back side of the wall. Sink over here. Toilet. I like the little decoration we got going on over there. Keep in mind, it is just a bathroom. But, I don't know why. I just really like how it turned out. And when you look at it like this, it looks like a real bathroom. So, anyway, let's go ahead and head to this room next. Okay, I gathered up the blocks I'm going to be using for this area right here. So I got a bunch of carpet, some sea lanterns, all these blocks here. Got an item frame. And this is like all TV stuff. Okay, so I have my gray concrete. And I want to shape out the couch. We'll have 4 blocks of gray concrete on that side. Or should we have, yeah, 4 is good. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 more here. So it's a total of 5. So when you look at it from here, we have 3 that we could see. Look at it from here, we have 4 that we could see. Then we have the corner block. Okay. Then let's grab some quartz slabs. We'll wrap them around those blocks. And there we go, we have a little couch. We'll have a small table. I think that looks good. Or is that too big? What if we had it like that? Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Okay. Now we're gonna have a TV over here. But first, I want to cut out a hole. Right, or bring it in 1. My bad. And I swapped out the wrong block. Okay, so I have it lined up at the corner of this wall here. We'll carve out a square, which will fill in with sea lanterns. And then this is where we're going to use all the carpet. So I'll just have maybe some red right there, light gray here, and then yellow or orange here. And that looks pretty cool. Then let's have the TV entertainment area on this wall. Okay, I gathered up all the blocks for the TV area. So just all the quartz blocks, some item frames, black concrete, stone button, a ladder, and a music disc. One thing I want to do real quick is actually shift over this table like that. so that there's one space on the like in between the table and the edge of the couch right here. I think it just looks a little bit better that way. Let's grab the blocks of quartz. We'll go right on the edge of the doorway, and we'll place 4. Then right on, like right up against the glass here, we'll place another 4. Okay, let's have quartz slabs here at the top. And then grab your black concrete. We'll have a total of 8. A stone button right there. Quartz stairs facing them up, or like regular stairs pretty much, down there at the bottom. And we'll have an upside down one here and here. Then 2 full blocks of quartz. Then 2 ladders here. And then we'll go ahead and have 2 item frames on each side here. And then a disc. So it looks like speakers. And there we go. That is it for that TV area. I'll get another look for you so you could maybe copy how it looks. If I went a little bit too fast, you could pause it if needed. Okay, let's head on to this bedroom. Okay, I gathered up all the blocks we're going to be using here in this bedroom. I'll scroll through them all for you real quick. You could gather up all the ones. So let's start with these coral blocks. These are the dead brain coral block. I don't know why, but I just thought it looked really good. So I'm going to have a total of, what do we have, 10? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Behind the bed. It's like the bed frame, the headboard. Let's grab some gray concrete blocks. We'll place 3 like that. Another 3. 3 white concrete. And 3 gray again. And I have some snow. And if your snow melts, I'm going to use these as pillows. If your snow melts, feel free just to use some white carpet. And then I have some iron trap doors, which I'll have 3 like that. And 3 like that. On top of those, I'll have a wither skeleton skull there. And a regular skull there. We'll have the little table over here. So I have some quartz stairs. We'll have 2 side by side. On top of this, I want a lamp, so I'll grab the end rod. We're going to be using the green concrete. And I'll maybe grab a flower pot with, how about this one? So I have a lamp like that, and then a flower pot right there. Okay, this is what we have so far. And then over here, I'll go to grab a white concrete block. We're going to have a pillar going up right here in the corner, as well as on this side, because I think this is 1 block. Yeah, okay. So I have a corner there, and like a pillar there in each corner. Over here, I want an upside down quartz stair, skip 1, upside down, skip 1, and upside down. So these are like some little shelves that we're going to have here. I'll have maybe a flower pot. We'll grab the, here, let's grab the blue orchid. And then I'll have a skeleton skull up here. How about, yeah, just a regular one. So instead of just having this random space empty, I thought I'd add some shelves there. And then this area here, we're going to have a couple little shelves and then a TV in the middle. We'll do that probably last. So before we do that, let's grab the gray concrete blocks. And we'll leave about 2 spaces. So we're going to have the TV area here. Then we'll have 2 spaces. And then we're on the 3rd block. We'll have a chair there. And then we'll have another one right here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Then we'll have a quartz slab right there. Let's go ahead and carve out a hole here. Something like this for the carpet. So let's grab sea lanterns. We'll add these in the floor. This will be our main light source for this bedroom. And then have some green and light gray carpet. So I'll maybe have the light gray first and then green. So this green carpet matches the green concrete block that we have there for the lamp. Okay, I want to make some adjustments to the chairs that we have here. I want to just push them in because I don't want them too close to the bed. I feel like they're kind of right in the center of the room for the most part. I just want to shift them over a little bit. Let's go ahead and do that. Just like one block over. And there we go. Over here, we're going to have some shelves. I did put some paintings here, but I deleted them because I actually want shelves here. And then we have to add an extra layer of white concrete to this left side, like that. And then we're going to have the entertainment area. So, grab your quartz stairs, and I'm going to have a total of 8 curving all together. So, like, not like that, like that. And then another one here. Then 2 like that, so they all curve together. Do the same above this. Okay, so it's looking like this. Then, we'll go ahead and have the TV right here. So 8 blocks of black concrete and a stone button. Then we'll have quartz slabs right there. We'll grab a quartz stair. I want to place them up like this. And then upside down at the bottom, I have some lanterns, which I'm going to hang from these slabs. So there's an extra light source over here on this wall. And then here, I'm going to have some flower pots. We'll grab maybe the blue orchid and the lily of the valley. We had a blue orchid there, so we'll have the lily of the valley here, so they're not too close together with too many blue orchids. We'll have the blue orchid here. And there we go. Now, let's have some shelves over here. So let's see, we'll have the lower one like that. And then we'll have another one, not like that. Hang on, we gotta shift this over. So we'll have one right here. And then right here. Yeah, that's good. And then, on top of this, we'll maybe have a skeleton skull there. And we'll curve it, there we go. And then maybe a flower pot right here with a azure bluette. There we go. And now I think we are done with this bedroom. One thing I want to do is have just like a little flower pot here with maybe a lily of the valley on top of that headboard. Just a little bit of extra over here. Okay. Now let's head on to this bedroom next. Okay. I just recorded this entire bedroom and realized I wasn't recording audio. So, I gotta do it all over again. Anyway, I gathered up all the blocks we're gonna be using for this room. At least I didn't record the entire video, then realize I wasn't recording any audio. Now that would have sucked. But it was just this bedroom, so no biggie. I could do it all over again. So yeah, I scrolled through all those blocks. That's gonna be used for this bedroom. So, we'll start with the bed first. I have some gray concrete. This is going to be used for the headboard. Leave one space here. We'll place a total of 10, like that. So 5 and 5. Let's grab the cyan concrete. We'll place 3, another 3, light blue concrete, and then cyan again. Then we have some snow. And remember, if your snow melts, feel free to have some white carpet. Okay. There we go, we have the bed. Now, before I do anything else, let's go ahead and do the carpet real quick so we have some light in here. So I'm going to carve out some blocks like this. I think I'll stop it there. Yeah. And then we'll fill this in with sea lanterns. And then we're going to cover it up with the light gray and gray carpet. And I actually want some light gray like that, like an L. And then gray like that. I thought that looked pretty nice. Okay. Over here, we're going to have a small desk. So let's grab all the blocks we're going to be using for that. So I have... Oh, wait, we don't need that. We do need this, though. So we have an end rod, the light blue concrete, stone button, stone pressure plate, painting, item frame, birch trap door, then the quartz stair, and quartz slab. Then we also need the iron door, but we can't grab that quite yet. Okay, so we'll have a quartz stair like that, then a slab, and then a stair like that. We'll have an item frame, then a birch trap door, flipping it around so it looks like a drawer, like a handle. grab your quartz stair. This is going to be used for the chair. We'll have item frames on each side of that chair, or side of that stair. We'll have a door behind that, so let's go ahead and do that now. Iron door like, oh, whoops, like that. Okay. Then we'll have the stone pressure plate. Before we place the stone button for the mouse, we want to make sure to have the painting, and that one looks good. And then we'll have the mouse right there. Then an end rod and a light blue concrete block, so that makes a lamp. I think that is it for the desk. Okay. Now, let's have a couple little decorations on top of the headboard. So I'll grab a red tulip, flower pot, and the skull. And it went up there again. Okay. So I have the flower pot right there, and a skull. That's 2 turned right there is good. Okay. And one other thing we want, or we're gonna have some shelves up here and a bush here in the corner. So let's do the bush, jungle log, the jungle trapdoors, and some oak leaves. So I have the log right there, trapdoors on the side, and oak leaves. Okay. And now let's have these shelves over here. These are gonna be smaller. So I have one right here, and then a slab. And then right here or whoops, hang on. What do we got going on? Whoops. Let's have it right here and the slab. And then right there and a slab. There we go. Now, let's grab I did that again. Let's grab the skull. We'll put it right here. And then we'll grab a daisy and a flower pot, or whichever flower you want. And we'll have it right. Ooh, I don't like how that's getting cut off. Let's go ahead and have the flower here, I guess. That's how I originally had it, but I thought it looked better with it right here, but I didn't think it would be cut off like that. Could use a smaller flower, but no worries. There we go, it still works. Okay, you could have a little table over here, but I don't want it to be too crowded, so I'm just gonna leave it. You could also have like a little nightstand here. Should we do that? So like a stair like that. Then an item frame, trapdoor, and then something right here. I guess another lamp, but your snow might melt. So pretty much if you have snow here, it melts, then just have carpet. For some reason, I don't know why, even if I have lights right next to my snow, it still doesn't melt. So I don't know. It must have something to do with the settings that I have set. But there we go, that works. Okay. Now, I think we have this room all done. So I'll head on to the bathroom. Alright, now for the bathroom. Here's all the blocks we're going to be using. Looking good. I think I went over this one a little bit too quick. There we go. And yeah, we'll start at the left side with the sink first. So you can have these stairs however you like, because they are going to be covered up with the birch trapdoors anyway. You can literally just have full blocks of quartz here. It's up to you. But yeah, let's go ahead and have the hopper there. We'll cover this entire side up with the birch trapdoors, like that. Then we'll have a lever pointing down towards the hopper, item frame, and I forgot a water bucket. I literally forget the water bucket every single time. You guys may not see me forget it every time, but I do. So let's go ahead and crouch and fill that in with water. Now, grab an end rod. We'll have a lamp right here with a gray concrete block. And then on this side, like maybe right around here, we'll have a flower pot with a fern. That looks good. Now we could have a shelf up here, or like right here. I don't think I'm going to though, because I have one above the toilet. I guess we will. Let's have a stair like that. We'll grab some quartz slabs and have 2 like that. On top of this, we'll have, let's see, a flower pot. We'll grab a skeleton skull. Actually, we'll just have a skull up here. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I have a toilet right here. Let's grab a full block of quartz. Then the weighted pressure plate, stone button, So, block of quartz, upside down quartz stair, slab, the stone button, then the weighted pressure plate. And then I'm gonna have another shelf up here. So let's have it like that. And then we'll have a flower pot just right here in the middle, and that's about all I'm gonna have up here on this shelf. Okay. Yeah, see, now it does look like too many. Let's go ahead and delete this one. Or should we just raise it up? Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, that looks fine. And we'll have a skull here. Okay, that's fine. It was just too many, too much on that level. Okay, now we'll have the shower area. So I have some quartz stairs, and we'll place them like this to form the bathtub. We'll have 2 full blocks of quartz here, and then some quartz slabs like that. Then we'll grab the water buckets. We'll fill this in real quick. Let's grab the white banner, our pillar quartz blocks, white stained glass panes, tripwire hook, item frame, and what else? I think that's everything else. And then, oh yeah, let's grab like the sea lantern, and then our carpet. We'll do the carpet real quick, and the floor. So, like this. Fill it in with sea lanterns, and then gray carpet. There we go. Over here, let's go ahead and do the pillar quartz blocks first, and we'll bring them up. I don't want to bring them all the way up there, so we're gonna have kind of half a block remaining. So we're gonna bring it up 3 in height like this. Curve it all around, and I don't think we really need it over here. We can't have it over there anyway, so yeah, we don't need it there. Because this is just the shower area. This is just empty space. So now let's grab the pillar quartz again. We'll have the crisscross pattern like we did in the other bathroom. And what about here? Yeah, we'll have it here as well. And how's that looking? That's good. Let's have a white banner there. We'll also have another one. How about right there? And then we have our white stained glass panes. We'll place maybe 6 on that side, and then another 6 over here. Yeah, that's good. Then let's have a tripwire hook here for the faucet, and then the shower head up here. Then your item frame. We did that one. Yeah, okay. And then, are we good? Did we get it all? Are we done here? I think so. Now, we are done with everything on the first floor of the house. Head on up to the second floor. We have this big entertainment room here, this bedroom, and then this bathroom, and then we are done with this build. So we'll start in here first. Okay, let's go ahead and do the entertainment room. I gathered up all the blocks we're going to be using in here. Scroll through them real quick for you. We'll start with the TV wall first. Let's actually grab this block of quartz. We'll switch that out. I'll switch this out. And this out. Okay, so yeah. Go ahead, start with the full block of quartz. We're going to leave 2 spaces here. Then we're going to have 4 blocks going up. 2 spaces on this side, so 4 blocks going up. Let's go ahead and have like a lamp or light right there real quick. And then we'll have, let's see, the blocks of quartz, yeah, right here. And there. And then stairs like that. Black concrete for this space here. And I need my stone button. We'll have it right there. Slabs going on top of here, but also here? Like that? Is that how I did it? Yeah, I believe so. On this side as well. And then I have my quartz stair. And what I'm going to do, we'll have it like that. Should we? Nah. Okay. We'll do it how I originally had it. So I had a stair like that and a stair like that. And then we'll do it up here as well. Let's go to this side, do the same thing. And there we go. That's all shaped out. Now we have a bunch of decorations. We'll start with the speakers. So I'll have item frames here. And then a disc. All right. And then a bunch of decorations on the shelves. We'll grab the lanterns. So we have our light source. Where should we have them? How about right here and right here? And we'll delete that now. Did I ever... Oh, I don't have a flower pot. Let me grab that. We'll have one maybe here and here. And then we'll grab a blue orchid and maybe a lily of the valley. And then I'll have these skulls. So I'll have one here, and one here, and then one here, and one here. Is that good? Yeah, that looks good. Okay, and I think we have this entire wall done. So there we go, the TV wall is done. Over here on this right side, I had a cutout with some shelves and some decorations. So we want to leave 2 spaces from the bottom and 2 spaces from the left. And we're going to cut out 8 in total. So we have 2 spaces here and 2 spaces here. And I'll just grab some slabs. We'll have one there and there. And then on top of those, we can maybe have a lamp like that. And then over here, or how about we'll have a lamp right there. And then on each side, we can have some decorations. So maybe a skeleton skull and a flower pot with the azure bluette. Then I'll have a painting right up in here to top it off. Just a small one. So like that. And there we go. Then let's go ahead and shape out the couches. So some light gray concrete and quartz slabs. So we'll switch to light gray. We want to leave 2 spaces and then 1 space. So we have it right here, or a little bit bigger. So 2 spaces here. And then we have 1 space behind it. Then we'll have slabs here. Okay. Grab your light gray concrete again. We'll have a couch. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. An L shape. And then 1, 2, 3. Or is it... Oh, hang on. I think it's... Let's have it right here. There we go. Obviously, that makes more sense. Why would I don't even know why I did it like that, because you can't even see the TV if you're sitting here. Okay, yeah, it's supposed to be like that. And then let's have some quartz slabs like this. We'll wrap them around from the corner there. And should I make this couch bigger? Yeah, we'll bring it in right here. Why not? And then we'll have a table right in the middle. And then everywhere else, I want carpet. So let's see, we could delete this. So all this white concrete here in the middle, we'll leave it here. And then we want to bring it over to right here. And we'll actually bring it over a little bit more. Whoops. How's that? How about one more? just so we have it all filled in. Okay, there we go. So that is just a big rectangle that we cut out. We're going to fill all that in with sea lanterns, and this will pretty much be our main light source for this room. After I fill this in, we have this entertainment room done. Then we have a bedroom and a bathroom, and then we're done with the interior furnishings. So yeah, this final part probably is most likely over an hour long. But oh well, it is what it is. It's better than having 6 parts, I guess, right? Alright, we'll have a bunch of light gray carpet like that. And then maybe some green carpet right here in the middle. And then gray everywhere else. And that's good. I like that. Oh yeah, that's right. I want some paintings on the wall. I'll have one right here. And then one where the staircase is, because I think it's a little empty here. Oh, don't want the same one. There we go, that's fine. Okay. And we are all good in here. Now we have the final rooms. So the bedroom and bathroom. So we'll start here in the bedroom first. Okay, I have all the blocks for this bedroom now. Scroll through them real quick for you. Do you guys like how I do this? How I scroll through them for you? We'll start with the gray concrete. We'll have a total of 10 over here. So that's the headboard. Then we have light gray, white, and light gray. And then we'll have snow up here once again. If your snow melts, feel free to have white carpet. We'll have a stair right here and a slab. Then a stair here for the start of the chair. Let's grab iron door. Oh, make sure to have the item frame still. So I have it there. Item frames on each side. And then we'll have the laptop. So let's go ahead and grab the stone pressure plate, stone button, the painting. I think that's it. For the painting, yeah, we have to place a block. So I have it right. Oh, gotta place one there as well. Have it right there. Stone pressure plate, stone button for the mouse. And then we'll have a flower pot with a spruce sapling on top of the headboard. We'll also have a skeleton skull on this as well. Maybe right around there. Oh, too much. There we go. Okay. Over here I had a little cutout. We'll do that again. Quartz slab, or quartz stair and quartz slab, flower pot, and the azure bluette. So let's see. Stair, slab up there, I guess. That looks fine. Flower pot, azure bluette. That's cool. All right. We are gonna have a carpet in the floor. So yeah, we'll have the carpet. Oh, we can't do it like that. Can we do it here? Yes, we can. Okay. So I have this partly sea lanterns like that. Can't do. Okay, we do it there. We can't do it here. Okay. But I think I do still want some carpet there. So I'll fill all this in with sea lanterns. And then I have gray and light gray carpet. We'll start with the gray. We'll place it like this. And then the light gray like that. That looks good. What else do we got going on? Let's have the shelves. I'll have it a little bit different. Should we just have one? We'll have one like that. That's fine. We'll have a flower pot here with a fern and a withered skeleton skull. There we go. And then let's have a bush here in the corner, and then this bedroom is done. So that block, that, and that. All right, there we go. I think that's all I'm gonna do for this room. Could have a small table here. Let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and have it right there. And then maybe we can have a lamp on here with a skull. Let's grab the skull real quick. Like that. And then let's grab an end rod and this gray concrete. Okay, that looks good. Walk in, it's not too much. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, now we have this room done. And the final room of the house is this bathroom. So here's all the blocks we're going to be using. Okay, we'll start with the bathtub area first. So let's grab all of our quartz blocks actually. And we'll grab the white stained glass panes. And the item frame. And the trip bar hook. And these blue and red concrete blocks. Oh, we need the bucket of water. Okay, that's everything for the bath, I believe. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to do the design a little bit different than the original build. So we have double thick walls here, but we don't have them here. So that means, oh, you know what? Let me grab the, I almost forgot. Let's grab the pillar quartz blocks. That means we could have some pillar quartz blocks where the bathtub is. Otherwise, if we had it any other way, like let's say we had the bathtub over here, we wouldn't be able to do it. So let's have the bathtub. Should we have it in the corner like this? Like that, and then blocks here, sink over there, toilet there. Should we have the, yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so it's gonna be like that. We'll have 2 blocks there, and then slabs. Get rid of that slab, actually. Then this will be blocks of quartz, block of quartz there, empty block there. Okay, it looks like this. Let's fill this in with the water real quick. All right. And now before we do anything else, let's carve out these blocks, which is going to be the pillar quartz. So just right there. Let's grab it. And we'll do the pattern, the little like crisscross pattern. Now we have our white stained glass panes. We'll have 6 here and 6 over here. There we go. Let's grab our item frame again. Gonna have, oh, you know what? We're not really gonna need the red and, oh, you know what? We'll do it still, we'll do it. So I have 2 item frame, or not, wait, we don't need to place those yet. Tripwire hook like this, then the item frame. And then we'll have the red over here and the blue over here. So that's like hot water and cold water. And then we'll have the shower head here. Okay, that's good. And then it is a little bit dark. Let's go ahead and have a lamp right here. So the end rod and a light gray concrete block. There we go, that brightened up a lot. And I think this is all done. Let's go ahead and grab a banner. We're gonna tuck it in back here, but it's kind of hard to reach, actually. Can't really reach it, actually. Let's move this over. How about just right here? Yeah, now we can reach that. Okay. We'll have another one here. And then grab the hopper, place it there. Birch trapdoors. Go ahead and place these. And then we'll crouch and fill this in with water. We'll have a flower pot in front of that banner. I didn't grab one? What the heck? All right, let me grab a flower pot. We'll place it right there. We'll have a fern. Okay. And, oh yeah. Item frame and the lever here. Okay. Now, the final thing, the toilet. So our block of quartz, quartz stair, quartz slab, weighted pressure plate, and stone button. Okay. And then I want a painting here. We'll go ahead and have a sea lantern behind it. Cool. And then one final thing. Actually, never mind. I was going to have a carpet right here, but I changed the layout, so we're not going to have it. And that is actually everything for this bathroom. We'll leave it at that. Alright guys, so that is going to be it for part 5 for this tutorial on how to build this large modern house. And that is going to complete the build. So if this did help you, be sure to please leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the tour video.